Oh, dude, the feels. Yo, this episode. Oh my God, this episode was. I'm speechless. Okay, I just saw the episode. Okay, and I don't know what to say, man. This was absolutely incredible. The way this episode carried itself. It's even better. May I dare say this? Can I say this? It's even better than the manga. And the manga is freaking unbelievable. How can you be even better than the manga? Somehow they did it. Okay, what's going on, my fellow senpais? My name is Opai Senpai, and today we are talking about episode 2 of My Hero Academia. Now, episode 2 covers, I believe it's page 31 until the end of chapter 1. And so the rest of chapter 1, it's covered now, all right? Let's take a second to breathe, okay? Because this is gonna be insane, all right? I'm gonna be comparing the manga to the anime, giving the differences and explaining some things that were confusing. All right, let's get right into the nitty and gritty. First of all, you have All Might in the beginning of the episode explaining why he had to de-transform to this little skinny guy who looks like he's been smoking weed all his life. Now this guy, All Might explains, 5 years ago, he was in a fight with a chainsaw guy. And during that fight, he was injured so bad, he lost his organs and his stomach, and they had to do multiple surgeries on him. Now here's where it got confusing. In the anime, they say, he says, oh, it wasn't televised, and this wasn't made public. This event was made public. Then how does Izuku know about it if it wasn't made public? Here's where the manga makes it very, very clear. Where the manga says, not that it was the event that was private, everybody knows about that fight, but the fact that he was injured, now that is what nobody knows besides a few people in the government and now Izuku and a few other people, but that was not made public, the fact that he got injured. The fight, yeah, that was public. The anime was a little bit confusing on that. Now, so he explains that he can only go for 3 hours every single day. That's his maximum as to how long he can be a hero for. And he explains that he is the symbol of peace, and it will not be daunted by evil. So the reason why he smiles is not because he loves to smile. I mean, he's got a nice smile. You gotta give the guy credit, but that's not the reason. The reason is it's a tactic to bring fear into the enemy. The fact that I'm always smiling, that's creepy, okay? That is absolutely creepy. If a guy is trying to fight me and he's punching me and he's smiling while he's doing it, I'm gonna be creeped out, all right? So I'm gonna be like, I'm running out of here. So that's pretty much what's happening, where he is bringing the same effect into the enemies, where even if the enemy might, maybe can put up a good fight, in this instance, the enemy is gonna be a little bit weaker because he's scared. So very good tactic. Now, he also says that he tricks himself into not being scared. Now, one point that he does make that I think a lot of us don't understand quite yet, because this is an anime and we think in anime everybody's immortal. No, he does say we are putting our lives at risk. Whenever we go out there, okay, going for the hunters, we are putting our lives at risk. And you could potentially die. I mean, you saw Izuku in episode 1, he was suffocating. He was about to die, he didn't. So it's very possible that our heroes could die. Yes, it's a profession, they get paid, but they're also in danger. So just wanna make that clear. Now, before I get into the fight, and yep, gloves are coming off, the gloves are coming off, you pull and pray. But anyways, let's clear some things up. First of all, Izuku is 14 years old. In case you didn't know, the anime wasn't clear on that. Now, Izuku is not just a fan. He doesn't just have a diary with information and research on the enemies. This guy is a fanatic. This guy is insane. This guy is addicted. He's infatuated. He is obsessed, okay? Addicted, whatever word you wanna say to these heroes. So much so that when Kamui of the Woods was fighting, Izuku said, oh, here it comes, his ultimate preemptive strike. And it was called Laker Prison. Anyways, you get the idea. He knows everything about these enemies. Now, Bakugou, he's 14 years old. And his nickname is Kachan. That's why when Izuku was running after him, he said, Kachan, Kachan. People were confused, like, why is he calling him Kachan? Isn't it Bakugou? Yeah, that's his nickname, okay, FYI. Now, I also want to explain something about Bakugou that wasn't explained really in episode 1 of the anime. The manga reveals, okay, here's the question. Why is Bakugou so obsessed with beating on Izuku that he says, you can't get into the school. You shouldn't even try, man. You shouldn't even try. Why? If you think you're so damn good, okay, you're so strong and so good, your quirk is so special at this other level, then why don't you just focus on that? Why are you being such a hard ass to these other people? Here is the reason. In the manga, they explain that the one thing that a lot of these heroes have in common, the ones that get accepted into the school, this top school, is this. They were the only ones from their school to get accepted, okay? So he wants to continue that tradition. He doesn't want to be the exception where, oh yeah, I wasn't the only one who got accepted. This other guy got accepted too. No, he wants to be able to say, yeah, I was the best. I was the only one in my whole school who got accepted. That is why, if there's even a 1% chance that Izuku can get into the school, we have to think of it as absolute certainty. Okay, that's a Batman versus Superman reference in case you didn't know, but that is the point. Even if there's a 1% chance, he wants to make sure that Izuku doesn't get in, okay? He wants to be the only one. So that is why he's being such a pain of the ass to him. All right, now let's move on to the good stuff. All right, so now you have it to where the villain from episode 1 escapes and he takes over Bakugou's body, and Bakugou's putting up a good fight, you know. For some reason he's surviving even over for a few minutes. He's still going. He's getting devoured. Now Izuku, he ends up being at that location just out of habit. So he's watching, and now you think that the heroes are gonna come save the day, but in fact they have problems. Mount Lady, she can only be there if there's at least 2 lanes of clearance, okay? Then you have Cameo of the Woods. He doesn't do good with explosions and fire, so he can't get in there. Now the guy with the fire hose, he's busy, helping people out because everything's on fire. And then you got the guy who's really strong. He says, oh, it's too sticky, it's too yucky, I can't grab him. So they all say we need to wait for somebody who has a better quirk that's more adaptable to this situation. So then what happens? All Might shows up, but he can't transform anymore. There's nothing you can do. This kid is about to die. Bakugou is about to die, and Izuku is watching all this. And all of a sudden, and then you see him scared, and he's like closing his mouth. And all of a sudden, Bakugou gives him a look. Like I can try to do it. Like I can't do it. I tried. Okay, I tried. He gives him a look. This look of desperation and of fear and of help me, Bernie, help me. Okay, now if you guys got that joke, I don't know if you got it. Anyways, so Bakugou just reacts. Izuku just reacts. He starts running, and then the music comes. Man, I can totally hear the fanboy screaming right now. With that moment, the music starts going. He starts running. He's like, oh, and you can see the fear in his eye, and he doesn't know why he's going, but he's still running. He's running. Everybody's in shock. Amazing. Now, they go into page 25. Let me focus on that for a second because it was a little bit confusing in the anime, and it's different from the manga. So now, in page 25 in the anime, it says, preemptive binding lacquer chain prison. You guys know that from Kami of the Woods. But then it says, quickly stretch out arms, the binds, to make the opponent flinch back. And then use that opening to restrain them. Page 25. Okay, how does that lead into Izuku throwing his bag and everything coming out of the bag and hitting the guy in the eye, which gave him the opening that he needed? It wasn't clear in the anime, but the manga was. The manga says, page 25, Kami of the ultimate preemptive strike, lacquer prison, lash out a limb directly into the opponent's face, and then quickly use that opportunity to sneak in another attack to bind him. Pros: if it connects, then the damage can cause weak against multiple enemies, okay? But then there's a little bit more. It says, this is the best move to limit enemy damage. Wow. So they didn't include that in the anime, that's fine, but the manga does, and it explains more clearly So FYI, no more confusion why he knew how to do that, okay? Now, moving on. The best moment, hands down, was when he smiled. When Izuku was just smiling, and a lot of anime watchers and even manga watchers might just see this as, you know, now he's becoming he's finally acting like his hero. It's a little bit more than that. It's not just the fact that he's acting like his hero. He is becoming the hero. He is becoming All Might. Actually, in that moment, he surpassed All Might. Let me explain why. All Might, yes, he can't transform. You know, he has a 3-hour limit. But at the very least, he has experience fighting. You know, he's been fighting for years, so he knows what it's like to be controlled of fear, and all these other heroes too. And they all have quirks at the very least. Now, Izuku, he doesn't have any quirk. He's never been in a fight, unless you want to count the times he's gotten beating up, but he's never fought back. So he's never been in a fight. He doesn't have any quirk, and yet he was the only one at 14 years old who went in there to save the day. So this smile is not, it's a more symbolic smile than people think it is. It really is surpassing All Might. Even All Might was like, wow, I need to learn from this kid. Like, you remind me of that I talk the talk, but I don't walk the walk. Now Izuku, he owned that smile. So he is becoming the hero. So now he saves the day. Yes, we got Detroit Smash. All Might transforms. So now we know that when it comes down to it, through blood and pain, All Might could go transform again and just deal with it for a little bit longer. Okay, so then you have it to where All Might shows up later. But before that, Bakugou shows up to confront Izuku. Now in the anime, they kind of dismissed it as, oh, why you come save me? I'm out of here. You know, they explained a little bit, but I think the manga just did a little better job at explaining a little bit deeper, where he basically said, yes, you should, I didn't need your help. I wasn't asking for help. Don't look down on me. I'm above you. You are a quirkless nobody, you effing. He says the F word in the manga. So I just want to show you that it wasn't that, like, his feelings, his anger was even deeper than the anime portrayed. I still think the anime is even better than the manga, but I'm just saying that the manga did a better job of portraying his anger than the anime did. And if you guys disagree, let me know in the comments below. If you agree, great, let me know in the comments below too. So I just wanted to show that. Now, All Might comes in, he starts talking to Izuku, and he tells him, and here's where this anime is just unbelievable. Obviously, they have the manga to go off, but here's where it's unbelievable. Episode 1, you have it to where Izuku says when he was crying and his mom was crying and she's like, I'm sorry. He says, that's not what I wanted you to say, Mom. At that time, I wanted you to say something different. And then All Might comes in and he tells him what he wanted to hear, which is, you can become a hero too. This anime just, episode 1 connected to episode 2 perfectly. They start something, then they finish it in episode 2. It was beautiful, just absolutely incredible. Now, episode 2, the previews show, it got a little bit confusing. Now, episode 2, the previews for episode 2 show, episode 3 previews show that All Might is gonna be training Izuku, and he says, you know what, you're gonna become the next All Might. I'm gonna pass it on to you, my power. Oh, you can do that? He says, yes, I can do that. And then he says, no, it's not that easy. You need to train hard and all these other things. Now, in the anime, in the manga, here's the thing. I've only read up to, however, so basically this is what I'm doing. You guys recommended. I asked you, should I read the whole manga and then watch the anime? And some of you guys said, no, because we want to see your reaction, you know, your first time, like surprised of what's going on, not knowing anything. So what you recommended was, and I forget your name, I'm sorry, but what one of you recommended, you know who you are, you said you should watch the anime, and right after the anime is over, read the manga up to that point of the episode. So that's what I did. I watched the anime episode, then I went back to the manga, I read up to that point where the anime finished, and so I have a little bit deeper knowledge, but I'm not far ahead where I can spoil and I can still be surprised. So I'm not spoiled, I can still be surprised. I mean, if I had read the manga, that scene when he was running, it just wouldn't have been as impressed. It would have still been like great, you know, like, oh my God, finally we see it animated, this is amazing. and it's just in itself, it's an amazing scene. But me watching that for the first time, it was like a complete shock, like wow, like mind blown. Okay, that was crazy. Now, why is this anime so damn good? There's 3 reasons. Reason number 1, Studio Bones. They have good budget, they have experience, they're a great studio, all right? Studio Bones. Reason number 2, reason number 2. Reason number 1, you have a great manga to go off. And this anime is really portraying the manga perfectly. Now, obviously they add more, which is why I think that the anime is better than the manga, because they capture the manga perfectly, and on top of that, they add music, animation, more scenes, more fillers. It's great. Reason number 3, the animators, the director of animation, the cinematographer, the artist, they're all just incredible. You can see the passion that they have into this project. They're really pouring their heart out. Just like One Punch Man actually had a average budget, nothing spectacular, but even with an average budget, they were able to create something amazing. So, you know, Studio Madhouse, it's amazing. Studio Bones is amazing. That is why this anime is so good. Is this my favorite anime of the spring 2016 so far? It's between this and Kabe of the Iron Fortress. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong. I have to do the review episode. I saw the episode, I just have to do the review. With studios, the people behind Attack on Titan, that anime is just incredible. And this one is too. So I can't choose right now. But I want to know, for those who have seen up to this point of the video, do you like this anime more or that anime? Let me know, or maybe something else like JoJo's Part 4, or maybe Dragon Ball Super, or something else. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite anime of the season so far, and who is your favorite character of My Hero Academia? Is it All Might? Is it Mount Lady? Is it Kami of the Woods? Is it Izuku? Is it Bakugou? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Now, in the meantime, make sure you guys watch my live reaction to Saitama versus Goku, okay? That fan animation was incredible. Mastar Media, you guys did an amazing job. And on the right side, make sure you guys watch Akira Toriyama reveals his successor to Dragon Ball Super. So if you guys want to know who his successor is, after Akira Toriyama leaves, passes away, or just retires, make sure you watch that video. And I will see you guys tomorrow.